What's up, everybody? It's Rick, and welcome back to some more Cities Skylines. Last episode, we got a pretty good start to our city here. Well on our way to getting to busy town status. We need to get to a population of 5,000 in order to reach that. And we filled out about half of the first square of land that we have here. But I briefly discussed it last episode. What I want to do is purchase, and I'm actually going to start out by purchasing a new tract of land. As interesting and as valuable as this land out here seems, I think I'm going to purchase. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will purchase this. No, we're going to purchase this one. There's a lot of good stuff over here. Sure, I want to have beachfront properties and everything, but over here we do have all of these trees, and also it's going to give us access to this highway here. And what I want to do is, in addition to going over here and taking all of this valuable tree resources and having sort of like a lumber industry, I want to build a off-ramp here, which is going to give access to our industrial area here, which honestly shouldn't be industrial for too long. I'm probably going to switch this over to commercial or something at a certain point, or offices actually. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is build ourselves a off-ramp right here, which is probably going to take a little bit of doing. So this will probably be the point where you see me skip ahead to the finished product. All right, that took a little bit of doing, but we finally worked it out, and this is going to be our on-ramp, off-ramp situation here. We've got a double two-lane road right here, which is going to be our main route going in and out. We've got our overpass here, as well as our roundabout off-ramp right here as well. So we're going to go ahead and continue this double-lane road, which is going to be like our main artery here, and I'm going to have it pass through this area here where we're going to have our industry, and then what I'm going to do is go ahead and... Are we snapping? You know what? There we go. We're going to do a curve road like this. There we go. Just a gentle curve around there, and then straighten this out. And then this road is going to go over here, and then we're going to have that turn back towards the city here. That. All right, and then we're going to put in eventually another on-ramp, off-ramp situation down here, but for now we don't need to worry about that. We'll just go ahead and put the road in like that. And actually, you know what? I say we don't need to worry about that, but we may as well just put it in now. Why not? Okay, we've got our two on-ramps and off-ramps, our two interchanges, I guess. What would you call them? Anyway, we've got them here, and we've got our overpass situation. And look, I'm not a city planner. We're gonna have to destroy some rocks in order to build these highways, and we are spending some money, but you know the old saying, you gotta spend money to make money. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this road going through here, and then we're going to plop it like that, and then I'm gonna do a curved road tool in order to curve this around this way. There we go, and you can see what we're going to do there. We're going to start curving this road around. Actually, whoop, oh crap, I didn't mean to undo that, but that's fine. What we're going to do is bring this road up like this. And bring this road out like this, and then we're going to join these roads up. Let's see. Oh, that is just perfect, actually. That is absolutely perfect. So now I can do the curved road tool. Go up like this. Yep, there we go. And then straight on like that. There we go. Okay, so we've got a massive highway system built to get around town. And so this is where we're going to start building. And then this is going to be our industry area over here. So let's start focusing in on industry. And as far as our demands go, we don't have a lot of high demands right now. So we're just going to let the time just sort of tick by, and we're going on slow mode right now, but I'm going to look at our industry. So here's all of our industry. Then I'm going to what I'm going to do is grab our road tool while we're looking at industry. Then what I'm going to do is just use dirt roads right now to just sort of map this out, because this is going to be a bit of an unconventional shape. Because what I want to do is start to make roads going around our resources. So, okay. Oh, I don't like that corner there, so let's redo that. But other than that, I think that we're looking pretty good. If I do like that, and like that, how's that look? Okay, so it's a strange looking road, but that basically surrounds all of our resources. And then what I'm going to want to do is have roads coming off of there, going into there. So for that, we'll figure that out here with time. But for now, let's go ahead and upgrade these roads real quick. I'm going to get my upgrade tool, and then we're just going to upgrade these 2 regular roads real quick. And this is a heavy investment. And we don't have a high demand for industry right now, so we're not going to be able to fill all of this out, clearly. But as demand increases, we'll just keep on adding some more to this area. And then we're going to need to use our free tool and start to just fill this in now. So what I'm going to do is make a couple of roads that are going to be going, that are going to crisscross this. So we'll have this road, we'll have this road here, sort of crisscrossing it that way. And then I'm just sort of going to build a spider web system. Okay, we just spent a lot of money sort of mapping out this area. And now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to create a district for this. So what I'm going to do is use this tool. And this is going to be a good time, honestly, to create districts for everything. Actually, I'm just going to use the big tool. Paint in the general area of the district. Then we'll do a little bit of a fine tune with the smaller tool. There we go. This is going to be our industrial district. We're gonna be chopping down some trees. Okay, so we'll push this out that way, and then we're just gonna try and, to the best of our ability, sort of run this along the road, fill it in. It sort of snaps to the road, but it doesn't stay on the road very well, which is a bummer, because if you like to try to be orderly with drawing these districts, it can be a little bit of a pain. But we'll try to fill it out as best as we can. Going over there. Okay. Pretty good, I guess. And then what we can do is just, whoops, actually, there we go. We're going to go undo. There we go. And just sort of clean up the edges a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good, I would call that. And that's called Cozy Hills, which doesn't make any sense. There are no hills there. So what we're going to do is probably change the name. And this is going to be called, we'll call this Pine Bluffs, okay? Pine Bluffs, even though this isn't really a bluff, but, you know, anyway. We'll call it Pine Fields. How about that? That makes more sense. Pine Fields. And then if we actually go to the, let's see, we're going to go here, and then we're going to say, there we go, it's going to be timber production. And now we built our roads, but we don't have any roads connecting to this, and we need to connect a couple roads to this. So what I'm going to do is start by connecting a road coming out right here. And we're going to connect that. So we'll go with our free form tool here. There we go, to connect that at a 90-degree angle. And then we'll connect a couple other roads. We don't want too many roads, not all the roads connecting to this, but we're going to connect a few of these roads. There we go. We'll connect those two. And then this road here, we'll have that sort of come out and connect as well. What I'll do is sort of run this down like this, and then we'll connect it right down there. There we go. Now we've got a bunch of... Did I use the correct tools in order to do that? I was using the roads, right? Yeah, that's fine. It's just it created sort of a weird road here, and that's just... Oh, you know what it is? It's because this is sort of an on-ramp, and this is a double-lane highway, and that's what's going on. And that's fine. Okay, so there you go. We've got pine fields now. And what we can do now, and this is going to disrupt the system quite a bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo our industry that we have here. What? There goes all the industry. And then I'm going to move that industry up here instead. And we're going to find the area that has a high density of forest. And honestly, this is pretty okay down here. So what I'm going to do is just start making this first street here our forest area, okay? So I'm going to get the paint tool, and we'll start with this area here. There we go. Let's fill that in there and undo this tiny area there. There we go. Got quite a bit of forestry to go in there. Eventually, these should go under. And then forestry should start popping up there. What I just realized is that we don't have power running there yet, so we're going to need to run some power lines out that way. What I can do is from this corner here, run some power lines down. To here. This is obviously a temporary measure, but we can, there we go, get power over there now. And they also don't have plumbing, so we're gonna need to run some plumbing as well. And this is a good time to do this because we're gonna need plumbing up here for all of the houses and stuff that we eventually build up here. So let's start running our plumbing. You can see all of these places are complaining that they don't have water. But luckily, water has come to town there. Okay, we're gonna match that up there, and then we can just start to... You know, let's go right down the middle here. There we go. And then let's just start filling it in through here. Water there. Water there. Water there and water here. Okay. We're almost done watering this area. Okay, it says that they're still without water, which must mean no, water availability is fine. Why don't they have water? They should definitely have water, unless this water line isn't... Oh, that's why. Because this water line's not hooked up. Rick, you dink. You doofus. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to run the water line straight across here to here. There we go. And then... There we go. Now they've got water. Okay. But there's not a whole lot of demand yet for those jobs. And I think that is mainly because these industries haven't gone under yet. So what I'm going to do is just help them get out of here. There we go. Tear down all the industry. Now these jobs will move elsewhere. Okay, tear down this, and let's not tear down the water treatment plant. There we go. Now that we've taken those jobs out, now these jobs will start getting filled there. And... run the water right up there. Run that across there. Run this across... Actually, run this over this way. All the way through here. Okay, and then this one, we'll just run right down there. And I think that that will fill in all of our water needs in this new area. Cool. Let's just go ahead and fill in the water in this area too. I just want to make sure all of the new roads that we put down have water lines. Okay, we'll cheese it right across the highway this way too. There we go. Run this all the way over here. Okay. So that was a lot of construction there. And if you look, our demand for industry is still plenty high. So we can actually get some more lumber in here. And then, you know, I'm just going to fill out this street here. This is going to be our first lumber street there. There we go. We'll see how that takes care of demand. Looks like our housing demand has dropped significantly. And if we look here, yeah, we are still pretty much where we were at the start of this episode when it comes to not enough customers. We need more housing. Okay. So I'm going to start building housing over in this area. Now, this is going to be our little suburb. This is going to be the city. Suburb is going to be right across the highway. And this area here can be filled in nicely. We can also fill in this area with housing a little bit more too, once that housing demand increases. So what I'm going to do is build, let's make sure that we're snapping here. I'm going to build a road like this. That, and then we're going to build one other road. Okay, if I build that road, it's going to knock out the power, so we're not going to build that just yet. And I'll build that, and then eventually we'll build that street. There we go. Cool. That's perfect. And then we're going to move across here and start building some stuff here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Let's take out the roads that we just put down. Okay, I can't undo that. Too late to do. There we go. I got a better idea for what we're going to do here. We're going to do a street going through here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this street up to here, and then we're going to go page down. And what we're going to do is build an underground road. Whoop, that is not an underground road. Let's try that one more time. If I put you maybe out to here, and then go page down. There we go. My underground road. Like this, and then we can actually sneak this road under here. Pop it back up. There we go. That matches pretty nicely. Now we've got ourselves a road going to our new suburbs here as well. Okay, and then we'll sort of match what we had going over there, over here. So what is that? That is going to be, is that right? That is 7. This is 8. Actually, let's try that one more time. Not quite that far. That is 6. There we go. That is perfect right there. And wait, actually, no, I take it back. There we go. That is where we want it. It is going to match what we've got going over there just perfectly. And we're going to make this road, if I can. There we go, like that. Then this road here. Like that. There we go. Now we've got a nice sort of matching thing going on here. Then I can let's see, I'm going to do a curve road tool. I'm going to curve this like this. And straighten it. Let's go up. Page up. Actually, no, that's perfect. Okay. So, got that there. And then these streets can go and connect up here. First street, let's connect this. This next street, we'll connect there. This street, I want to connect here, but you know what I'm noticing is that this road is sort of messing with that. What I'm going to do is tear this road apart real quick, and then I'm going to build this road up. There we go. What I'm going to do is have this road connect with that road. So we're going to go free tool here. And perfect. There we go. That is better. Now that's kind of a weird corner there. So we're going to just need to correct this a little bit too. It's just a little bit off here. You know what? That'll do. That's just fine. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect, but close enough. Okay, cool. So there you go. We've got our little road going across there, And then we're going to build a road going up this way. But this is going to be our suburb area, so this isn't going to be as formulaic as our other building. I'm going to do those like that, and then I'm going to try and make a little neighborhood here, all right? Want to make it a little bit unique if we can. All right, so I've made ourselves a little suburban neighborhood here too. But before I go any further, I do want to go back to my district tool because I figure while we're talking about districts this episode, let's just district all of these areas, all right? So I'm going to get my districting tool. And I like that this is kind of cool that this tree is called Birdsong. I kind of dig that. And I think that I'm going to go ahead and draw inspiration from that. And I'm just going to make this the Birdsong District because that's pretty amazing. That's a cool name for a street, honestly. And I'm going to draw this district up like this all the way to here. Okay, and all of this is going to be part of the district too. Here we go, Birdsong District. I'm going to have the Birdsong District, yeah, be everything on this side. Is this part of Birdsong? Okay, these are kind of merging together. I've got competing districts here, so I've got to sort of match them up. You can see that I'm drawing a district over another district. That happens sometimes. There we go. Gonna fix that issue up. There we go. Okay. Go down. Okay, looking good. Now we're just gonna draw that all the way over here and match it up. There we go. Cool. All right, Birdsong District is almost ready. What I'm gonna do is, here we go. We're gonna sort of make that, and then I'm gonna go big tool here, medium tool there. There we go. Just fill this in. It's called High District at the moment, but we could change that. It's gonna be called Birdsong District. Okay. Actually, Birdsong Heights. How about that? That's kind of cool. Birdsong Heights. Okay, so we got Birdsong Heights there, and then we've got our other district, which is going to be this district here. So just like we did before, we're going to outline this area, and you know what? We'll make all of this area part of it as well. All of this. Just run that straight across. Okay. And I'm just doing the outline now, and then we'll fill it in. Okay, and then we'll just run it right along here, all the way down. And we're gonna push Birdsong District back just a little bit because it's sort of crossing into this new district. And now we gotta figure out a name for this district, which will probably be inspired by a street name as well. Here we go. Okay. And now we'll go medium tool, make this a little bit easier. This is called Manor Heights. Well, we've already got a Heights, and it'll be weird having two Heights right next to each other. So we can come up with a better name than that. Let's go ahead and see what kind of streets we have here. We have Crowley, we have Applegate, we have Scarlett Wilson, Audrey. I've kind of got a great idea. So I'm going to call this... How is it spelled? Let's see. Audrey. Okay. We're going to call this Audrey Plaza. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we've got 3 districts now. We've got Audrey Plaza, Birdsong Heights, and Pine Field. The one thing that we don't really have is policies yet, and we should really enact some policies. So let's see. We're going to go to our policy tab, which is, let's see, policy tab. Policies. There we go. And we're going to ban smoking first off, all right? So when you enact policies, it does enact them for all of the areas. And we've got Parks and Rec, we got recreational use, schools out, preferred ferries, high ticket prices, power usage, water usage, smoke detector distribution. We're going to get that. And recycling, pet ban, all that stuff. Honestly, we could enact recycling as well. Here we go. Let's do recycling as well. There we go. All right. And our demand for housing is rising. So what I'm going to do is build out the housing in this area here. And just fill this in here. This is all going to be housing. Then I want our housing to cross over into this area. That's what I would love. And I think in order to get that going, what I'm going to do is, and I think that these two streets should match up. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't put water in this new area. Silly, silly, silly me. Let's go ahead. Spot already occupied. What are you talking about? Of course it's already occupied. There we go. There we go. We got water now. Okay. And what I can also do is run a street along here. Go down. Have that match up there. Go up. And there we go. Okay, cool. There's a weird little... I see what's happening. The road is not quite leveled out there, and that's fine. So we've got another road going in that way, and then we can do one more road. The same idea right over here. Just gonna... Whoop, that is not straight. Let's try that one more time. Do it again. It is having a hard time because this is on a hill. And there's a lot of nodes that are crossing here. There we go. That's where I want it. We're gonna go page down. Try to match, there we go, those nodes up. Do the same thing over here, match this node up, and then page up. Match it with this node there, perfect, and then straight ahead, there we go. Okay, so now we've got roads going in and out. We've got 3 of them, joining up the city with the suburbs. And now I can build houses here. And I would like to try and get our power to connect across here, but that's going to be a little bit difficult because we've got this sort of gap in what we can build here. So we're going to need power lines is what we're going to need going across the highway, and that's fine. What we can do is build a power line like that and like that. Okay. So we built houses all the way to there. Time to start building the houses in the suburbs here. All right. And we're just waiting for the first houses to go up. Out here in the suburbs. Come on. Come on. We need some houses, baby. How are they not building in houses here yet? I'm surprised that no houses have gone up yet. Come on. Where the heck are the houses? Oh, you know what I didn't do yet? I didn't do plumbing here, so while we're waiting for those houses to pop in, let's start putting in some plumbing into our new neighborhoods here. There we go, and we'll run plumbing down across here too, if I can get it to properly. There we go, build, and there we go. That's already filled in. This is much easier than trying to do it in our forestry area. Okay, new houses have gone up in our suburban area. So now we've got some suburban sprawl happening. Then we'll just link these up. There we go. Link this up. Okay, that's all watered. And there we go, link that. Okay, cool. That's all watered, and we still have a demand for housing, which means that we can start filling in our suburbs properly. So start filling this in and this in. There we go. And we're going to also need some commercial in this area, so that's what this is going to be, this main strip here. That's going to be commercial for us. And We'll fill in commercial right at the end of this and see how that satisfies our demands. And then, of course, we're going to need this to be a new district, too. So let's start drawing out this district here. This is called Cypress Hills right now. We'll see if we like that name and we stick with it. Okay. And go ahead and just... There we go. Draw it like this. Around that roundabout there. Draw it here. Not taking my time. Doing this like I was before. There we go. Okay. New district here. And instead of Cypress Hills, I'm going to call this Cypress Creek. And if any of you guys get that reference, bonus points for you, all right? Cypress Creek is created there. All right, Aubrey Plaza, Birdsong Heights, Cypress Creek, and our housing demands have sort of diminished, and as have our commercial and our industrial. So things are looking fine. How is our garbage dump? It is 55% full, and you know what? I'm looking at this power here. Is it okay that that power is off? If I look at my power grid, you know what? Those power lines are actually no longer necessary, so I can go ahead and do away with those. I'm glad that I checked in on power because you can see power demand is actually needs to be increased. We're going to put a couple more of those generators down. So power's good now. Water is still fine, which I think is a consequence of a mod I must have, because I cannot believe that we have one water pumping station and one water treatment station, and that has been enough water. I mean, we have 120,000 capacity, and we're only using 46,000. So that's just bully. Okay, housing demand has increased as well, so it's time to start putting in some more houses. There we go. House it up. All right. And housing. And actually, if I look at my mods here, we can take a look at some of the mods that we have and options. Let's see. So, some of the mods that I have, let's see. We have some realistic mods. Realistic population revised. So you can see here, industrial, commercial, office. We don't have as much of demand for industrial and commercial and office as we normally would. So I'm going to sort of mess with the mod settings, I think, if I can sort of figure this out. So right now, residential, industrial. Okay, so industrial, farming, forestry. I kind of think that I should just get rid of the realistic population mod, because while it is more realistic, the low demand for commercial and industrial is making this a little bit tricky for us. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my traffic just because I haven't checked in on that. Traffic is still just doing perfectly. I think that's where I'm going to call it an end to this episode. I'm going to tinker with our mods, and I think I'm going to get rid of that realistic mod just in order to sort of make the game a little bit more fun and increase the demand for commercial and industrial. And I'm curious to see what that does to our game. So hopefully things don't break. We'll find out next episode.